Hey everybody, back again. Doing this. This is gonna be like the first one that I've done of these guys, I think. But one thing that I really wanted to point out, I love these guys' machines. It's freaking crazy. But I was watching this. I got about halfway through, a little past halfway through, and then I just started thinking about how they could technically make this better. Well, both of them make both vehicles better. So what I wanted to get into here is their initial ride and stuff. Where was it? They were saying, because he's overheating here like crazy, and it's going nuts. What I was thinking is, it's overheating because there's not any airflow coming around this tire here. So let's see. Oh, there was a good angle somewheres in here of the bike. Here's a good one. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is what I'll do here is I'll make this Giganticus. And okay, so what I was thinking here is, okay, you've got the radiator here. This is your radiator. If there's a cooling issue where the air's not coming around the tire enough to get there, so making some form of deflective fin right here that would guide air as it's coming down the road. I mean, you're looking head on at it. There's all this space to put a big fin here to guide air into this radiator on the one side. They could do the same thing on the other side of having like a little scoop here. That'll increase the airflow coming around the tire, because when you're looking dead on the machine, it is, let's get this off of here. You're looking dead on the machine, and there is all this extra space. Where is it? Right here. Come on, dork.
On here, I'm like sweating.
Okay, so you have all this space here. Air is going around these bars, all this support, and it's getting fluttered because of wind dynamics and the wind's going around the tubes, but it's getting all baffled here, just like the ultralight planes. The air gets disturbed and then it just kind of floats off. You put a fin behind this, or even adding more fins in here to stabilize the wind crossing through this, it'll help direct air to that radiator. As for their complaint, the DMV wouldn't let them go without fenders or a headlight. This, I mean, you do one big fender on the front, and then have it come down just enough, and then you could put one headlight on the front. And with the way this is built, this fender could be attached through the side on one side here and have it like teed off like a big V, so it's held up on the front and held up on the back, and then it floats over the tire. It floats over the tire, so as you're turning, the headlight also goes with that. The headlight moves with the tire. I mean, then you're just having wires, instead of the wires going to here, the wires go up this bar into that. That gets you the front of your vehicle here. That gets your front. Then as for the back is pretty much just as easy, because all they have to do is bring this down. I think the minimum would be like right around here. All they have to do is bring this back down to here and put a tail light right there. Front and back tail light. This fender, I mean, you do the fender here. I mean, have one point here, and then have it come over, and then you have the side point, and it'd be easy. And then you'd have the headlight right here, and it'd be your headlight. Extend this fender back to like right there, and then you have this, and then that'll be the fender, and then you'll have the tail light right here. This side here, you see this, and right off of this bar, you can extend this down this way and bring your scoop here, and then you'd have this nice fancy scoop to deflect air from going around this tire. It catches it and brings it straight into the radiator. It'll swoop it in. Do that on both sides. You not only create a huge vortex of air going through that radiator to keep the engine cool, but you're also, increasing your chances of not burning yourself. That wind deflection keeps everything here cool, keeps all this cool, and all that wind getting pushed through here also cools your exhaust. That'll cool the exhaust down just enough so that you're not overheating the engine and not causing too much pressure to build. You put some kind of hinge work on here. That way it holds it up, but it still, pivots on this back here. Have it come up and over, and then off the other side you have a point, coming from like here and going up here, and then a point over here going over to here, and that way you have this V shape holding it onto the tire, and then it just pivots with the tire off of a pivot joint back here. Then we have let's see, where is it? No, this one. Then we have the whole deal going on with the Busa car. He was overheating. They were kind of running amok here, running amok there. Let's see. Let's go back to right around here.
I don't know if that's true, but it's a really nice look.
Yeah, so this car, absolutely kick-ass car. Absolutely kick-ass car. And they are also having overheating problems with this car. With the opening that they have on this back here, this back, they have this huge opening back here. My thing is, put a big-ass scoop up here, and then pipe down on either side, big wind tunnels that come down into right in front of the radiator. That way, as you're driving, the air is just shooting in as you're driving and getting funneled straight down to the radiator. That and having a big ass scoop on top, like the big old breather scoops, just have the air just going in there. You're gonna increase the wind coming through here more than the bike had as a motorcycle, because there's no wheels, no nothing in front of it. It's just a big, 12-inch wide, 4, 5, 6-inch tall fucking breather just sucking in air like a big ass bass. that would be awesome. Because then you can just haul ass down road, and you know that you're having kick-ass airflow come down, and you put some kind of honeycomb style in front of that to keep birds from going into your engine. That way you protect it. Shit, you could do that, and there you go. All kinds of issues there. Going back to the Busa, or the big bike. The big bike, again, there was that's where they were having the issues with the overheating. And the big bike, let's see, where is it? There was a good side shot. Where is it at? Give me the side shot. Okay, well, I'll do this. Okay, so he's having issues with this chain breaking all the time because there's all this power being made, but you're also trying to move these freaking tractor tires. Here's the thing. When I worked in the oil fields, there's certain machines that we ran required dual chain. It is a double stack, double wide chain. There's a particular Bobcat machine that uses a 4 wide, where it's literally 4 chains that are in a side by side, and they're all just one big ass chain. If he were to add a second a double wide sprocket here and a double wide sprocket here and ran a double wide chain, you'd have more surface area touching, stronger backing, so you'd have double the strength that this has. You're doubling your strength completely, so you don't have that shear force of what you're going through here, where it's snapping the master link. If you're snapping a master link, 2 burnouts, and you do a double wide chain on here, you won't have that break issue because you're doubling the strength, and you could just do burnout and burnout and burnout and burnout. And this is another good view for this, because you add on that wind deflector like right here, just add it on right here, and boom, you're good to go. You're good as gold. Fantastic. You have your headlight here, you have your tail light back here. You can even add blinkers to the front and rear, and boom, street legal right off the bat. I mean, it's freaking awesome. It really is. I messaged these guys about taking my Jeep from me. I'll sell them my Jeep, and they could turn it into some friggin' mud crawler or whatever. You never know. And just take the damn Jeep off me, man. Buy it from me. Super cheap, $5,000, and do something with it. Hell, turn it into some kind of drag car. But I mean, this stuff's freaking. Seeing this thing roll down the road. I think they were having bouncing issues when they were hitting higher speeds, and it's like these tires, they're not made for speed because they're tractor tires, and they're not balanced really. So my thing would be to get that speed, highway legal speed, and not bounce out like your buck and bronco, is have these things taken to some big ass shop and see if they can balance them, because then balance the tires, and then you might not have that bounce. I know that they lowered the tire pressure on these so that they could do something, and then they raised the pressure for another thing. So I think higher tire pressure for the main roads, and then lower tire pressure for the off roads, so that you have that give and grip. But I mean, dude, this thing would be a beast to see on the road, and just, you know, fixing a couple little issues here and there, and they could ride this a lot longer and have a lot more fun with it. I mean, steel fins, you know, just have like piping, just pipe it in there, and then a sheet metal tack to it. That's all I can say. I mean, hell, even on this view here, if you were to, you know, take this post right here, you do a bend here and come down to this bottom frame, and that's your one steel tube here, and then do sheet metal in here. This is all sheet metal right here. So you'd have one tube on this side coming back as a fin to catch air to push it into that radiator. That's all it is just this one tube coming back. And then one on the other side, just make it like it'd come out like this, and then down, and then, you know, your sheet metal on the inside here, because all you need is the tube coming over, a 90, or even just a soft bend, just something to, you know, catch the air, like the, you know, Razors and all the other ATVs, how they have those fenders, how they just kind of scoop the air. Do it out of steel and have it scoop into that radiator. Be so much better. I mean, that would increase the airflow, cool the engine, cool the machine down. Add in the you know, double wide sprockets, double wide chain, and you're good for, you know, running it hard and running it longer. Do the fenders, and you can do the street legal deal on it. And, you know, with the DMV, it's easy. I mean, hell, here in Arizona, you can register those little mini Jeeps, the 125cc Jeeps. You can register those for highway use here. You can't take them on the highway because they don't go fast enough, but you can register them for street use. As long as you can hit, I think it's 35 or 40, you can register them highway use and take them anywhere in the state. And those mini Jeeps and stuff, you can do street legal, and you can have the off-road vehicle decal put on, so you can go take it on the trails as well without getting yelled at by the Forest Service. But this is my deal for the day, I guess. So, dude, keep it up, guys, because these guys are insane. But I love it. I love seeing, you know, machines come to life. I love seeing, you know, how it's all produced. If I had the equipment, I'd be doing the same damn thing. But, you know, arthritis of the neck. I've got a fucked up back now because of you know, some injuries that I have. And like, I went and got my neck checked, and arthritis of the neck. I've got a degenerative thing in the neck. I've got both tennis elbow and golfer's elbow in my left arm, and I don't even play either sports, and I'm right-handed. How the fuck does that happen? So, I mean, it's one struggle after another. I screwed up my knee, and I screwed up my hip. My back's fucked up. I mean, I guess, you know, after so many accidents where I've been hit by vehicles on foot, and like just on a bike, on foot. I'm in a parked car getting hit by somebody doing 35. And it's like, dude, did you not see me parked here in this parking lot? Oh, yeah, sorry, I was cutting through, and I looked over, and then there you were, and we hit. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? I mean, in my entire life, I've never had a car accident that I caused. But I've been hit by several vehicles. I remember the Ford F-350 that drove over me while I was riding my bike to school. I remember the Chevy Avalanche that drilled me as I was walking down the street, and they came shooting out of a parking lot, hit me, and literally flung me across a 5-lane highway. I remember the Cadillac that I went over, the Neon where I went through the windshield from the outside. See the Honda Pilot that hit me while they were backing up. I've been under 4 Fords, 3 Chevys. I was hit by a Jeep. I mean, I've been in a lot of accidents, and it's never my fault. Granted, you know, I'm there. It's like the freaking Banshee that I got hit by while I was walking, you know, up in front of the Walmart, and they came out of that little cove where all the motorcycles and stuff park. They came shooting out of that, and I went under that damn thing. That fucking hurt. I mean, I literally I had the chain dragged across my arm after he had gone over me, and that dude took off like a bat out of hell. But good news for me, he paid with a credit card. So, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. But Grind Hard Plumbing Company, these dudes are freaking awesome. You know, I don't have them subscribed on this channel, but I have it on my other channel. I just use this one for my stuff because I don't have ads on this one. I have most of my following and stuff on the other channel where I have like everybody, you know, subscribed, and then I come to this one because this is my main channel, but that's the one that has all the subscriptions, so I see what's available there. That way I don't get so many junk things going on here. But see you guys later. Have fun. Don't fall down. And watch out what you're doing there. Bye-bye.